because it's not about talking what is there in the air. It's about understanding what you people want to hear and then say that only, so that the ears also will be tuning nicely.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are a BMS graduate.
No, ma'am. I am a BSc Chemistry graduate, so this is a totally different field for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. We'll start the session because
Sure.
yeah. So, good evening to one and all present here. I'm Mansi Shah on behalf of Placement Cell of Alkesh Dinesh Modi Institute. Welcome you all in today's session of Career in Marketing Specialization. I would like to introduce you to our guest speaker of the session, Mrs. Sailaja Patnaik. It's a pleasure to have you with us, ma'am. It is really hard to summarize your accomplishments in a few words. Shailaja ma'am is co-founder and director of ISER, which is also known as Innovative Research Services India Private Limited. With more than 20 years of work experience, she has worked in different spheres like journalism, quality consultation, and research analysis. Prior to this, she has also worked for companies like Softdell, Yorick System, Living Media India, Vinet Technologies, Three Genesis, Datamatics, Satyam Tech Mahindra, and was also a reporter for India Today. Ma'am holds Scrum Fundamentals Certified, SFC, and ISO 27001 Lead Auditor certifications. Ma'am specializes in setting up processes for startup companies and ensures that all projects executed are consistent with respect to quality. She is very target oriented, and her flair for business, technical knowledge, and distinct experiences has helped her in business development. I'm sure we all are excited to hear more from Sailaja ma'am. So, without further ado, I request ma'am to guide us through this session. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Mansi. You've done a good homework about me. And I've gone back when I started, and I'm now thinking how old I've become. But before I end this session, Mansi, I request all your friends to put on their beautiful faces up, because I have to see faces to talk.
Yeah,
I'm
ma'am.
not used to not looking at faces.
Yeah.
I request everyone, please switch on your videos. Nothing will happen. It's not any session of glamour. Whatever conditions you are, I'm okay with it. Let's make it interesting, guys. As it is, it's pandemic. We are not seeing anyone. Let's meet like this. Come on. 1, 2, 3. I want the videos up. I'm not going to start the session. Kavita ma'am will get angry with all of you. No, Mansi, now you tell your friends.
Guys, please turn on your cameras.
It'll be fun. It will be fun to see each other and talk. Come on. I don't know the names also. So should we assume we don't want this session, guys? I can't see anyone, Mansi. Nobody has switched on the video. So what do we do, Mansi?
No, ma'am, they're switching on their cameras. I guess they are a little shy.
Why are they shy? I want the shy inhibitions to, so I'll also switch off my camera. Okay? Is that okay with you guys?
No, ma'am. No.
Why? Why? I will do or anything. I'll not even say anything. Okay. I'll switch off my mic also in some time and I'll say I was here for 2 hours. Ankit, Tejas, Shubham, Dhanraj, all beautiful DPs you have and you don't want to show me your beautiful faces. Yeah, very bad. Neet, Himanshi. I can see you, Himanshi. Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
See, I switched off my camera. How do you feel when I say hi to you? You don't know whom you're saying hi to, right? Come on, guys. 5 more minutes. Come on, Himanshi, put your thing up. It'll be fun. Come. I promise you lots of fun. Come on. I'm not going to look at the background. I'm not going to say anything. It'll be fun. Just be in what dresses you are, however you are. Have a cup of coffee. Have food, what you're eating. You can munch what you want to eat. No hard and fast rules. Come, let's all put on the cameras, please. A humble request.
Hello, ma'am.
Hiten is the only good boy. Himanshi has gone away. Mansi has gone away.
Ma'am, I'm here.
No, ma'am,
Are you able to see me?
Now I can see you. See, I can't see. Sometimes I can see, sometimes I can't see.
Ma'am, because of network issue.
Mansi, I can't see you now.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are there, but I can't see you. Yeah, now I can see you.
Yeah.
Himanshi goes and comes. What is the problem? Technically, there's some error.
Yeah, ma'am. In starting, I switched on camera. Yes, ma'am.
I will start by what I don't know. All the aliens out there, a big hello to all of you. Yeah, I can see so many faces. Wow. Good, good. Okay, my name is Shailaja. A nice drink was given by Mansi, which is part and parcel of me. But the reason I'm here today is to understand what you are expecting while going in for. From here, where do you want to travel? So like Mansi has done BSc Chemistry as her graduation and she's planning to take up MBA Marketing. I would love to know each one of you, what is your graduation in and why are you planning to take up MBA Marketing? Anybody can name yourself and start saying, I'm noting it down.
Hello, ma'am. Saili here.
Saili.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, Saili.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I have done my bachelor's in accounting and finance. And then after that, I have done my master's in accounting.
Oh. Okay.
And right now, I'm pursuing MBA. I'm still confused about which specialization to choose. So,
Okay.
still
But
confused.
why Saili you did a master's and then you've come to MBA and already you have chosen a path of finance? Why this sudden confusion ki marketing ki accounts? I don't know.
Ma'am, because I have a good scores in finance and everything, but still I don't find myself into the finance field. I don't know. I'm not getting that vibe from the finance that I can go far with the finance. So
Okay,
that's
I'll help you clear your doubt and you will be able to take what you want to the rest of the session. That is my
Thank you. Thank you so
I'll
much.
ask you in the end of all your question. Come on, next.
Yeah, ma'am.
Acha, now what? I don't know anyone. Saili, since you've started, you say I throw the ball at and name a person. That guy will start talking. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
No.
The next will be Myth, my friend.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. Hello. Am I
Bit
audible? ma'am?
louder. Yeah, now I could and then I couldn't.
Now, ma'am. Hello.
Yeah, it's audible. Come on, speak.
So, ma'am, I have done my bachelor's in financial markets from NL College, and
Okay.
currently I am pursuing MMS. So, I'm a bit confused between marketing and finance.
Okay. Same like Siley. Okay. And you
Ma'am,
throw the ball at?
That's
ma'am,
why we
Hiten.
are friends, ma'am.
Ma'am, next will be Hiten.
And
Yeah, ma'am. Hiten over here.
Hiten, okay.
Yeah, ma'am. My name is Hiten
Huh.
Patel, and I've done my graduation in Bachelor's of Management Studies, Marketing Specialization.
Okay.
And I'm
So
looking
you're not
for.
confused.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm not confused about selecting a marketing for my master's specialization. If I
Okay.
grow in the
And
industry, yeah,
what is your idea about this session? What do you want to go from here with? What type of knowledge you want to take from here?
I would like to acquire the knowledge about the practical field knowledge of the industry because marketing field right now is being transforming due to COVID and pandemic situation, ma'am. All the thing in industry is being transforming from different levels. So I want to get a clear picture on that. So an expert can also, ma'am, you can help us with that. It will be
Sure.
on.
I will
Yeah,
see how much I can handle that.
yeah, ma'am.
Next, will you throw the ball at?
I throw the ball at wait a minute. Akash Gupta, ma'am.
Akash. Fast, fast. We have to throw the balls fast. Otherwise, if 2 hours is too less. Then I'll just take this intro and run away. Come on. Akash, wherever you are. He's not
Hello,
there.
ma'am. Myself, Akash Gupta. Yes, ma'am, I have done my graduation. I have done my bachelor's of pharmacy, and now I'm planning to do my MBA in marketing.
Okay. And what is your interest about this session?
Ma'am, actually, I wanted to know more about career in digital marketing because I'm interested into digital marketing.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you. So now I would like Tejas Kinge
Tejas.
to speak.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. My name is
Yeah.
Tejas Pinge. I am an electronics engineer and I am actually looking into finance. I'm not looking for marketing specialization, but I am just attending the session for extra knowledge in marketing.
Oh, okay. Good enough. Fair enough.
Ma'am, I would like to throw my ball at Nikita Ramesh Kohli.
Nikita. Where are
Hello.
you, Nikita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Where
Good
are
evening,
you?
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
I have done my bachelor's in marketing from Wilson College, Mumbai, and I want to know what all specializations can we do in marketing? Like, what are the designations, and how, because I am a fresher in this field, so that is why I am attending this to know more about marketing.
Okay. Come on, next, whoever. You throw the ball at whom, Nikita?
Kenil Gandhi, are you there?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Thank you, Nikita. Hello, ma'am. My name is Kenil Gandhi. I have done Bachelor of Commerce from KJ Somaya College of Arts and Commerce, and I am actually confused between finance and marketing both. But I guess I would like to go in finance. But if if you suggest some tips from marketing session, also I would like to hear about that. And I would also like to hear about what specialization and certifications can we do for marketing.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah, ma'am. And I would like to uh, throw the ball at Shreya Natu.
Shreya. Shreya, where
Ma'am,
are you?
ma'am, I guess she left. So I would like to ask Kinjal Surti to continue.
Kinjal.
Yes, hello, ma'am.
Kinjal.
Pardon?
Yeah, Kinjal, start.
Yes, ma'am. I don't really have a confusion about choosing marketing. So my background is I've done my Bachelor in Commerce from R.A. Podar College, and and I have a 2-year work experience as a risk analyst at Ernst& Young LLP in consulting for consumer products and retail sector. And I am looking forward to pursue my master's in management studies in marketing.
Okay.
Yes.
Kin-
And
Kinjal, you're throwing the ball at whom?
pardon?
Whom are you appointing?
I'm not able to hear you, ma'am. Your voice is not very clear.
Kinjal, you're throwing the ball at whom, Bipa?
Yes, ma'am. I'll throw the ball at Rajeshri Siddhiye. Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am.
Yeah.
So I've done my graduation in Bachelor of Commerce, and I was initially I was confused between.
Are you able to see them, Rajeshri and Kinjal? Yeah, I can see Rajeshri now. Yeah.
Hi, ma'am. Am I audible now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, yeah. So I have done my graduation in Bachelor of Commerce, and initially I was confused between finance or marketing, like what to take. But now I'm pretty much clear because I'm really interested in creative work like content creation or copyright. Or I also developed interest in digital marketing. So like SEO and all that Google Ads. So I really want to know more about digital marketing field as a precisely.
Okay. Next. We have just finished 10. I think there are about 20 or faster, please.
So I would like to request Shreya to discuss with you further.
Okay, there are typically three objective what I found. One expectation from this session is that you guys are confused between finance and marketing. One expectation is to know more about digital marketing, and one expectation is to know about the various designations or the profile and what is anything else which is coming out from the rest of the people, because otherwise it will be too long a session. So are these three objectives enough for the session? Will you be little content with when you go back and relax today after 6? Or is there anything else you want me to add on also? Anyone can answer.
Ma'am, we would also like to know about different online courses which we can opt for in digital marketing or any marketing field, which would be best for us.
And courses, if any. Okay, let's see how much I can help them. Anyways, now I'm going to, if I have to look at the word marketing, for me it is an ocean. Okay, I'm not a marketing person. But yeah, if we go back to our ancient life, marketing has been imbibed in our each and every ancestor. If you go back to the history of marketing, how did this whole concept of shopping come? So you can visualize. There was earlier barter system. What was barter system? You had to sell your product to get the other product. So every individual was marketing in his or own way. But there were different definitions at that time. They used to call it with different name. But then again, if I need a rice, I have to sell and give you tomatoes, for example. Then I have good tomatoes and that person might not need tomatoes. So how do I do the barter system is also an art of marketing. So then we moved on to having little bit of shopping, and then money came in, and there were these little farmer shopping and all. And then we moved on to a better shop with more development. We moved on to better shopping with retail shopping. We started having shops everywhere. And in the 80s, there were little bit corners. I come from Delhi, so I can tell you how it was there in the 80s and all. We used to have small shops and adjacent markets. So we used to buy from there. Then again, the liberalization of IT happened, and then we started moving towards malls, and then we started moving about online shopping. The latest is all what we are doing is online shopping. So if you see the history of marketing, shopping, if you see as a shopper, we have changed and evolved over the period of time. So has the marketing evolved along with that. So what has happened? So what is marketing? In marketing, you have, it's an ocean. I cannot culminate all the words and tell you what is the ocean, but yeah, I can categorize for you what are the things that are available when you do marketing. You can do social media marketing, you can do email marketing, you can do brand marketing, you can do content marketing, product marketing, you can do market analysis and growth marketing, PR communication, event marketing, and search engine optimizations and all that. So if you see, these are the various portfolios what you can take up and do that. So for example, somebody who's good in content writing and copywriting, you can get into content marketing and copywriting. So there are options for you. After this, you can still get in there and start evolving your interest and then grow up the ladder. Somebody is interested in digital marketing. So to do digital marketing, when you Google, you have many courses which are free certification courses also available. But before that, what you need to have is the skills of digital marketing. How are you going to convince the consumer, if it is a B2C type of a thing, to buy the products of the company you are associated with? So even before a certification, your own communication and your own rapport with the digital marketing, that is the laptop and the consumer behind, how do you connect? That type of a knowledge is very important. Earlier, what used to happen, I used to do an MBA. Suddenly there is a bank sitting next to me. They come to the campus and then they recruit, and there is a mass recruitment. हम सब Axis Bank में salesperson बन के रह गए. So we are selling credit cards. So when the shopping changed, the money value and the money way of shopping also has changed. So now you do cash shopping, you do credit card shopping, now you do GPay, ePay, whatever pays you do. These are again small apps which have come in, and there is also a requirement for marketing these products. So when credit card was launched, everybody was taken by the MBAs were picked up to do the selling of credit cards. So what used to happen, a lucrative business for the person who's done an MBA, because he gets high salary, but when you see the profile, that profile doesn't match to the interest of the person. But the money was so lucrative, he had to push himself to get that money, grab that. So there was, because there is a social stigma attached to it. What will my parents say if I don't do that? What will my other friends laugh at me if I don't do that? There's a peer pressure, there's a societal pressure. So you used to continue somewhere down the line, you lost interest in the whole job profile of an MBA. So there was a crash of those sales things. Suddenly they went ahead and the bank started recruiting 12th pass bhi chalega, graduate bhi chalega, MBA nahi chalega, because MBAs never liked that. So when they move on to the next thing, off late I have again another example. There is India Bulls. Have you all heard about India Bulls? So they are again entering the campus with some lucrative offers, and people are just going gaga about it. If you're getting hefty package, like if I say, I can't see the name, Shreya, I'll say Shreya for that moment. Shreya, if you are offered by India Bulls, you are management trainee for the moment because you're coming fresh, and down the line you will be given vice president ka role once you finish 3 years of service. How do you feel about it? You will feel very happy, right? 3 saal I do work here and then I become vice president of the company. Does it make some music in your ears, right? And then you're building up this butterfly in your thing, and then you're all going gaga about the offer, and everything is so nice. And for every sale of an India Bull, you'll get some cut also. Oh, that's amazing. So the job is taken. So when the job is taken, the person, whoever, I have met the person also, he has worked for 4 years there. He did not realize the mistakes. Or can anyone guess what is the mistake while taking the offer, or is there no mistake at all? Before I come to my conclusion. Would you be given an offer, you will be vice president 3 years down the line, will you take up that offer? I'm not hearing, all are there, not there. Mansi, you answer.
Yes, ma'am. Like, it depends upon the situation, but if I'm okay with it, I will definitely do it.
Yeah. Anybody else answering? Will you take up the offer? Okay. Assuming all of you will take up the offer, but definitely there is a thin line of understanding there. Why will I become a vice president of the company in 3 years? What is there that extra in me? Until unless I don't question that, nobody is going to come and give me a plate answers. Okay, you need to question the role what you are taking and what next, and answer for yourself. So you will not get a counselor to do for you. You will have to evaluate every profile what you get. In given that chance, I will not take it, because I know to become a vice president, you need more than 3 years. It will not happen. And also the profile of selling houses does not interest me. So I will not take that offer. However, this person goes ahead and takes the offer and comes back in 3 years down the line because the company shuts down the wing. So the offer of telling you that you will be a vice president goes for a toss. The company shut ho gaya. So all the 18 people who were recruited from campus were thrown out. Now today is again coming back after 4 years of exposure outside to work in research line. But what will be the salary what he will get? Fresher ka salary. Because whatever work line he used for 4 years goes into the garbage. So my humble request to all of you is, whenever an offer comes to you, you have to evaluate, like you have all said, I'm interested in content writing, I'm interested in digital marketing. Do your homework about it. Google is there, you Google about it, you have an ocean of information. So you culminate that, put the positives on one side, see the negatives on the other side, pen it down into your interest, and then you will know, okay, this is where I belong to. First and foremost thing in marketing, what is important is your communication. How well can I communicate with the other person? If you feel on a scale of 5, I'm 3 to 4, then the marketing is for you. If you feel I'm a shy introvert, but I have a good technical knowledge, I can do wonders, then marketing is not the place. There is other offerings, are there other segments available for such people. It's not that you can't do it here. But this will be little challenging for you, because in marketing, if you do not open up and speak to other person, interact and be the go-getter type, you will always fall flat, or the job might not interest you. So before you come into this ocean of marketing, make up your mind. Do I stand communication wise? Do I stand in terms of my presentation? Do I stand in front of my knowledge seeker and convincing power? That is very important. You have to seek knowledge, imbibe it, and then put them and throw them in the words to the other person that he gets actually convinced. What happens if you are all spiritual followers, right? This pandemic must have made everyone, irrespective of age, all spiritual followers, deep breathing, exercise, all that. So if a person like Sri Ravi Shankar or Sadhguru, they haven't done any great time, but the way they put across thoughts to you, if ever you've heard, you are forced to think, are they saying the truth? Or how easily am I gullible? Am I getting there very easily? So they are very good marketing ambassadors of spiritual. That's why they became leaders. So whatever they talk with conviction. So what happens? I start believing it. When I start believing it, I start following it. And the number of the chain increases like that. So if you want to be into marketing, what you need is a good conviction and good communication. So if you are there, that means you can be in the field of marketing. And they're different way. Like what do you do in digital marketing? Earlier, what used to happen, एक TVC आता था, Amul utterly butterly delicious, and then we used to say, oh, Amul खरीदना है. So we used to do that way. या Bajaj का लगा लो रात को. There was the age-old Bajaj का bulb ads. That old man used to open the fridge and bulb, so everybody knows we have to buy Bajaj. या तो scooter ले लिया हमारा Bajaj. That happened. But now what has happened with the youth going on and too much of net and mobile becoming smart, all these have been encompassed into the digital marketing. So digital marketing again is about spreading the information about your product via, instead of TVC, the ads in the mobiles, or whenever if you see Facebook, you keep getting these pop-ups, you keep targeting the users on online platform. So जब ad TVC पे आता है, television पे आता है, the audience becomes household. When you target users on laptops or smartphone, the users of these become your target audience. So when you want to target the youth and all, mostly what you do, you put on a ad in the middle of whatever they watch, or Netflix or YouTube, or these are the roles of the digital marketing. When you get in there, you need to know the nuances of how these things work, what does the youth think, and what will interest him, when should I escape it, he will definitely see it, to catch him at the right moment. So you should have all those knack in you and the smartness of knowing. So there are search engines, there are other things what you can do and find out about it. Also there is research. There, what we do into, we are into marketing research, which is again a subset of the superset of marketing. So what we do in market research, we do both qualitative and quantitative research. So before any such launches happen or a new product comes in, so what happens, the client is not very sure whether the audience will like it. So they want to test the products, or they want to know what do you feel about the product. So they have to come to research agencies like us, and we do the study for them in the form of qualitative and quantitative thing, and give them the analysis, basis which they take their strong decisions, and the product is either launched or scrapped depending on whatever the study results are. So what do you need to become there? You don't need anything extra. All you need is your analytical skill has to be very good. So it's not just taking it at the face of it, but to know what questions to be asked to get the answers what they would like to hear. So for example, if I say, what is the review of ADMI as a college? What will be the answers? Or what will be the questions you will ask to the, and whom will you ask this? What will be the target audience? Who will be the target audience?
And the alumni or the current students?
One, you will talk to the alumni. Okay.
The current students who are recently studying in the college.
Current students. Who else? To review ADMI, these are your direct contact, correct?
Yes.
So you will also go to an indirect contact. Who will they be?
Also social media platforms, ma'am.
Why will the social media platform give you the data what you would require? Because it is again, where is ADMI located? What is the use of asking a guy who's sitting in Calcutta about ADMI?
Right.
Now the firms who are recruiting from the college, they can also give us
Pardon?
the firms who are the regular recruiters of the students from this college. They can also give us a good idea about that.
But that will not, for the review of the company for ADMI, the one will be alumni or current student, and also your adjacent college students who are coming into the university. Okay. So what happens at a stretch, you have people moving in, and questions will be asked them about it to get the answers. What will we ask? Okay, first thing what we will ask them about is, have you heard about ADMI or not? They'll say yes, then continue. No, then he's not worth even asking because he doesn't know about your college. So the moment there is a yes, then you figure out and ask, oh, okay, how did you hear about it? What do you feel about it? And blah, blah, blah. The set of 5-10 questions we take. So at a sample size of minimum, we need 35 to come to a conclusion. So we'll do about 60 odd such things and come out with some data and then say, okay, ADMI in terms of what do you call? And this is as per the students in the university. So the study will, again, there is a geographical location associated with it. So as per the study in the geographical location, this is the review. As whoever, I didn't get his name, he said he will ask the recruiters also. So if you study with them, whoever has taken them, then it will be as per the people where ADMI students, the college rapport is this. Then we both bring in together and see, are they matching, not matching, what are the differences, and how do we rework on it if we have to bring some improvisations in the whole rapport of the college. So such studies, when you do, you also come out and do some branding exercise. So what is a branding? Who's raising a hand? Please ask your question. Hiten Patel.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, tell Papa.
Yeah, ma'am. As you said about marketing and branding, ma'am, right now, the other factors also apply on it, right? Different sectors,
Yeah, yeah.
different industry, different
Yeah,
parameters also
I'm
applies.
just giving an example to go with so
Okay.
that you can relate to it.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
So if you
Thank you.
talk about Coke, it is different. If you talk of biscuits, it's different. So with everything, the branding changes and how to build the brand. This is, I'm just giving, this is where you go. First, the branding comes from the students and then from the recruiters. Then we work and then make our own brand image. So ADMI to become a brand, it's a full exercise altogether. So there is again our institutes logo everywhere put in, lot of advertisement money ADMI spends. So everywhere you go to Kalina University and say ADMI, people will just harp about it because so much money has been flooded into the campaigning of ADMI. So this whole exercise, when it is done exhaustively across the country, then it becomes a brand. How did Indian Institute of Management become a brand? So they had set a class apart things from the starting, and then media also played a role in making it aware. So if you ask anyone and everyone in India, they will answer about IIM. Why? Because they've already branded it in such a manner. But if you ask about ADMI, anyone, everyone, you might get, you might not get, depending on where you ask. So branding itself is a very big exercise. And you need to spend a good amount of 2 to 5 years knowing the different ways of branding and how quickly can you build, rename or re-improvise or change a brand and gain that expertise. So you have to work in that company and understand the way. If you join, for example, Bisleri. How did Bisleri become a brand? Now, whenever you go, you will be able to relate to it. You go to a shop and say, mineral water dena, bottle ki, you will say Bisleri dena. He might give you Aquafina, he might give you Ganga Jal, he'll give you anything. But the moment you go, and common man will say Bisleri. So, wo koi bhi bottle pakadata and you take it, and for you it was mineral water. But Bisleri had done so much of branding. Everybody from the 90s or 80s just kept building, and now you have this Himalaya coming in for a finer, rich people, Himalayas or Aquafina for some other segment. But nobody is bothered. We need water, we pick up a Bisleri, we're quite okay with it. So there has been a segmentation within the brand and within the competitors also. So it's a big thing altogether, and it has a lot of what do you call brainstorming that needs in such a field. It needs a lot of thoughts. Innovative thoughts have to be very high. You have to be a very creative thinker. Mansi, you need to help me, whoever is raising hand, because I can't see the name. So you can tell them to ask a question or type, I'll answer. There is one to pop up. Coming.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, Nikita was raising her hand. Nikita,
Yeah,
Ma'am,
Nikita.
actually, I was saying that just how you gave an example of Bisleri, Colgate is one of those examples where we don't go and ask for a toothpaste. We just say, "Can you give me a Colgate?"
But now that has changed. Everybody has started talking about Pepsodent. Then Close-Up worked very hard, and now it has made its own segment. So they will not go and say Colgate. Close-Up wala to Close-Up ही मांगेगा. If you talk to the younger generation who are loyalists of Close-Up, they'll not ask to look, because Colgate they have not heard also. So in there, the segment has again done their branding separately. They have come up. So, and there is a lot of competition branding also that happens. How a Coke will try and hit a Pepsi wala. How a Pepsi wala will hit a Coke wala. To come out and say, I am better than the other. So the competitor branding. So you have to you should have that eye for everything. Your ears, your eyes, everything have to be open. What is happening globally? Is the product globally available? Is it a domesticated product? Is it a segment-oriented product? Is it a Kirana store product? So for everything, the application of marketing technique is different. So the MBA marketing teaches you different way of sampling the data, segmenting the data, understanding the psyche of a consumer. It teaches you everything about to deal with B2C. And once it teaches you, you also have this interest and your hunger for knowing more. You will browse more, read more, all the marketing gurus who are there, what are they trying to say, and then make up your own marketing book. So I am Shailaja. I am going to do marketing in such a manner that mine will be based on honesty and truth. So this is me. So whatever I tell to the client, it will be based on these two principles. So I have, and no matter how you like it or you don't like it, it is my thing to come out and give you the truth and go about with the selling of that product or branding that product. I will not say L'Oreal का shampoo खरीदो और आपके बाल 2 गुना ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, because that's not me. Because there's no truth in it, I do not believe in it, and I will not sell it. So maybe I will say shampoo खरीदो, easy to wash, and you can fast life में बहुत आगे बढ़ जाओगे, जल्दी निकल जाओगे ना. Instead of using a Shikakai and a Rita and a very natural way of things, which will take time consuming. So if I was supposed to do, I would have done that and tried to sell my product. But now if I do that, I will not stand anywhere, because the moment you say truth, आधी जनता तो मरी जाएगी. तो तुम सिर्फ आधे को टारगेट कर रहे हो. आधे में से भी only 10% will come and buy. So why will the company pay you lakhs of rupees for selling only tuchcha sa 10% of the market segment? They will not hire you also. So I might not be a good marketing person at all, because my principles and my marketing book is very shallow. It's based on honesty and truth, and that will not take me anywhere. So what will work for me? The research and the analysis. Why? Because I don't have to lie. The data comes in, I evaluate using SPSS, and the data can be generalized for the whole public, and I will, with a lot of confidence, I say your product is going to run or not run. So this is where my thing to each one of you, you all have your USPs. Please pen down your USPs and then see if I am fitting into the whole gamut of things that happen in marketing. Because if you know your strength, nobody can defeat you. Only if you do not know your strength, that is when the Tom, Dick, Harry will say, oh, ye bhi kar de, ye bhi kar de, ye bhi kar de, ye bhi kar de. And then we become like one executive or a clerk doing others' job and then feel low. I am doing everybody's work, but I'm not getting paid rightly. I'm not getting any blah, blah, blah. And then we feel very depressed. To avoid such situations, first pen down your thoughts. Each one of you make a notebook. Always carry a notebook and pen. Don't rely on these tech gadgets. They're good for nothing. These remain and stay with you. Pen down. While I was in first year, I wanted to do this. These are my passions. This I am good at it. And then when you see marketing, you know where exactly you fit in. If you're good in applications, if you're good in content, you're good in mass communication, you're good in selling. Put in. They're all good USPs of you. And then you go and approach that thing with a lot of confidence in your interview, then you get that, and then you're happy doing that job. The whole thing is awareness and your mind preparedness. They have to be in sync. You can't go like a layman and say, I don't know why I'm doing marketing. If you have a very strong finance hold, like I want to do only a desk job, and I want to do only sitting in my home, comfort of my home, then finance is the place. But that also has a lot of mind game and brain game and a lot of evaluation. But yeah, it is a desk job and one-to-one con call. But marketing is not a desk job. Even if you're hired at a manager position, it is your own good. You have to go to the grassroots level and understand the product's life cycle before you start giving and opening your mouth and giving ideas to the public who's been already working in it for 4 or 5 years. So if you join, for example, a Shoppers Stop. So if you join, it's a retail segment. They have a certain way of portraying their products, and you have been a visitor for them all these years. Suddenly you join as a retail manager. You don't go and change things, blah, 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 because you've joined and you have some idea. You have to give some fine-tuning time with the people there, because you've done MBA, you are already a shopper at Shoppers Stop, you have some great ideas. So let that sink in with the other people and then put forth your ideas, and then change will happen gradually. Everything doesn't happen overnight. It takes its own due course of time. So give that time and build that thing, and then you will see that you are seen as a MBA guy with now managerial position. So your thoughts are also taken into consideration and they are also done. So give that time when you go there. Similarly, you take any other example, any other brand you go in. To change any brand, it's not an overnight thing. You need to know where that brand had built itself. What was the starting stage? And today, when you are joining, how many years is the gestation period? And then you put in your thoughts at each level. They should have done this year. They should have done this year. They should have done this. So there's a timeline what you do of the product, what you join. Make a picture of it. And then see the work, what you're doing, and then go ahead and give your thing. So, but wherever you're joining, my thing is you should work at the grassroots or stay with them for some time, from your extra time put in there to understand how the supply chain or the product's life cycle or the other things from the grassroots go to your level. So that when you open up your mouth, you are not seen as a dumb, but you're seen as a very smart chick or a guy who has done a very good homework and is talking sense. That is one insight to you as a person with so much experience. You do that and you will see success will be yours. Always look into the profile which will interest you. Marketing is talking about so many segments. So you can do marketing in textile also. You can do marketing in FMCG also. You can do marketing in bank also. You can do marketing in any damn thing. But that should interest you. Understand the life cycle of that, whatever is interesting, and see whether doing such things will interest you. If sales are your forte, then take up anywhere, because sales will be a very money-fetching thing down the line. Because you do sales, there's a cut there and you are very good at it and you keep increasing. You do marketing, then you need to be good in branding. You need to be good in conceptualization. You need to be good in packaging. So you need to understand all these facts will become, they're all people like you are involved in it, in strategizing it and taking it ahead, actually making it happen and doing research and getting out with some consumer insights and changing. So for that, you need to first make a chart of yourself and where do you fit in. And you want to, because marketing is only about words. Marketing is not about numbers to start with. Only when you get in there and you start taking up that sales force, numbers become important to you. They ring the numbers. Okay, I have to do a 10% of the business than last year. I need to do 20%. I need to do 50%. All these happen later. But what is important is a word game. You need to know the essence of marketing. What is marketing? Selling is marketing, branding is marketing, campaigning is marketing, analysis is marketing. Any damn thing about a product is marketing. If a product is just lying on the shelf, then what is the use of the product? This product, if it doesn't move the counter, what is the use? Some people, there's a production line happening. There's hundreds of Ashirwad Atta ka packets are there. Nobody is buying. Why? Why are people not buying Ashirwad Atta? Then the production has to stop. The company goes into the loss. The marketing team is not there. Without marketing team, Ashirwad will not move out of the shelf. So it is the role of a marketing team to ensure that whatever the company is manufacturing is going out into and reaching to the end person. That is the role of a marketing person. That can be done digitally, that can be done physically, that can be done online, it can be done offline, it can be done sitting at your drawing room, it can be done on a phone call, it can be done on a whenever you meet a marketing guy, can just start off and sell anything anywhere. That is the art of marketing. There's also science involved to understand, analyze, and to know about the product, how to make it more fine-tuned to reach to the right target audience. What is the use of having a bulky phone if people are not able to hold it and talk? So marketing will also blame the product research team, product team. That's a different. Product is different, marketing is different. There's always a blame game. Product team will say, I have manufactured the best phone. Marketing will say, you've done a very stupid job of your product, that's why we are not able to sell. So there's like a cat and rat story. They'll be chasing each other each time. Only when they are in sync does the product move smoothly in the market and the sales keep happening. So they have to be friends first. Whatever suggestion marketing is given is the product team implements, and whatever product team is saying the USP of the product and the market team adopts, they will go smooth sailing. So everywhere marketing is involved, it's a big ocean. You guys, if you have the knack of understanding, the knack of observation, the knack of communication, you should take up marketing as your specialization and enjoy it while you are studying it, and start reading more about each of the lifelines or brands that have formed themselves. Why did a brand make its name, and why did the brand come down? And how did the brand revamp? For example, Godrej. When I said Godrej, earlier everybody would have said Godrej is Almira, right? We used to have these Godrej Almiras. So when Godrej wanted to advent into different products, like they are now into shampoos and they are now into all your skincare products, or they are into other household products, it had a very big task in hand to revamp itself from a Godrej Almira type of a brand to Godrej that encompasses all the FMCG products. So what they did, they started making campaigns, they started changing their logos, they started adding colors to their logos, and then awareness building across was happening. A lot of research happened to make the awareness go from one end to another across India, that people should know Godrej abhi sirf Almira nahi hai, it is beyond Almira. So now if you ask anyone, they don't say Almira anymore. They'll say, oh, Godrej ka wo aaya hai na, freshener hai, Godrej ka kuch hai. They start talking about every other thing but Godrej stuff. So such is also the marketing job. So you also have to read about more such instances where branding has to be, how smartly can you adopt to a branding. So if you see an option like now, what has happened in this last 1 year? Pandemic has happened. So everybody has started getting into their cocoons. Now no comfort zone, so nobody is going out. So who is making money? Today, who is making money? When you are sitting at home, you are still getting them. You are buying the sanitizers, you are buying the mask, and then you are buying the pharma things what are required. So they are making the money. So what is the smartness? The pharma guy has started keeping masks also. A pharma guy has started keeping ghee also. A pharma guy has started keeping general items also because they are fast selling today. Nobody wants to go out and get. You call, will deliver. Acha ghee bhi milega, agarbatti bhi milega. Then he started stocking. Why? Because pandemic was seen as an opportunity. Some pharma guy saw it as an opportunity and started holding and stocking things, and he made money. And some people, like sitting at home housewives, started manufacturing bulk masks, cotton mask, colorful mask, for wedding mask, and she started making money. Because why? Because people like us are there who want to save ourselves and also look smart at the same time. So we buy matching wala thing and all. Masks are making a lot of money. The housewife saw the opportunity again. So she is good in marketing, but she's not done MBA marketing. But she has seen an opportunity. She has a knack of observation. She has a knack of understanding what is the need of the hour. So a lot of these home chefs have evolved. Why? Because nobody wants to cook. It's easier to get from somebody. So these people saw the opportunity happening in somewhere in one area. One area say book up 2 area, 2 area say 10 area. Across Bombay, home chefs are very famous now. You order or don't order, they are doing good. Tiffin service, home chefs. So all these people, they are not marketing guys. They have not done MBA marketing, but they had in them to see an opportunity and way of making money, and they used it and they branded themselves. They did everything themselves, and they're single-handedly, they're doing good for themselves. So my point is, if you have the knack in you, then you're in the right. If you're confused, no, I can't think so much. I cannot relate to a Bisleri and Aquafina. I can't differentiate only. Then don't get in here because you will get lost. Then finance is a better option because you can sit in your desk and think of the numbers that are thrown at you and evaluate them and give them the debit and the credit sheet or balance sheet, whatever in the end, and audit them and all. And you have a lot of other things to do as a company secretary or a company finance guy, and we get a different cadre altogether. But if you are thinking, no, I'm good in communication, I have it in me, I have innovative ideas, I can do a brainstorming session, I can I have a good theory or a good concept building thing, I can write very good copyrights, taglines. If you can come like this with a tagline, then marketing is a place you should choose, you should evaluate, you should take it up, explore, learn more, and search for marketing gurus, read about them, make your own pointers, and move on with it. So I think I've answered to the confused lot, and I've also answered to the digital part. So the practical thing about what somebody was asking me is, each organization works in a very different manner. So there is no one umbrella statement which I can summarize for you and tell you what is the practical experience. Every company is different. So you can have a very bad master who can make you do the donkey's job and get away with the cake, or you can get a very good master who will give due credit to you, and then you need to be politically correct in some places. In some places you need to be diplomat. So it is very different working in different companies and in different tech segments. So textile is totally different. Pharmas, now pharmas off the line jo unke products hote hain, for example whatever they sell offline, off the shelf, they are again marketed properly, like a condom or a whisper pads or anything what comes after them, they're again marketing them. Pharma segment is only different, and they are also building TVC. So there are different people there, and there the mindset is different, the work environment is different, and how they look at you or how you look at them is different. You need to build rapport with whoever you join and see if you fit that place. So there is no one single thing to tell you ki aise karoge to theek hai. So that practical knowledge will come to you depending on which area, which segment or which sector you choose to work in. So a textile is different, FMCG is different, pharma is different, and in any of the industries, if you join, they are different totally. And then the Reliance and the likes, the telephone industry, all that mobile industry, they are totally different. A call center is different. So you cannot have, I cannot give you experience of everything because I haven't worked with all of them. So you need to go into an environment, suit yourself, and come out with your way of working. That is as far as this guy who was talking about practical knowledge. So what is the role as such? So maybe initially they take you at marketing market training, and then you go into, if some people avoid trainees and take it as a marketing executive, and then comes into the assistant manager, then as the head of that department, and then to the senior levels, and you grow to the director and the vice president levels very easily, and it all comes with your own smartness. So there is no hierarchical thing. You might bypass lot of people if you have the X factor in you, and that is seen by the company who is hiring you. Any other questions, please?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I'm having a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ma'am, being a fresher, what things you suggest to do us from today onwards and to make our profile personality look more interesting towards it? Like you were talking about that X factor now. What things we can do to consider that X factor into us?
Okay, like for example, if I am a recruiter, for me an X factor will be you singing a song, or you being able to entertain people in your own way. It's an added X factor in you apart from you doing analysis and research. So what happens? How does that become an X factor? For me, it will be like in the times of stress, this guy has an extra benefit that he can lighten the mood and we can move on doing the work late night also happy. So such a guy also he will be very good in events, what we keep having in the organization time and again. May it be a birthday celebration, may it be a event for annual day event, may it be a festival event. So this whoever has this X factor will be there back of my mind always, along with your initial skill of know-how of whatever position you've applied for. That is one way. So your extra skill set can be any of your hobbies. So if you say I'm a gardener, I don't know how I can see it as an X factor in the organization. So it's a good hobby for you. It's not beneficial for the organization. Or if you're joining a florist or a organic company where the development of organic fruits and all this manufacturing होता है वहाँ पे जा रहे हो, तो it makes a lot of sense. Gardening है, so he'll do a good job in this. That becomes an X factor there. So, but for others, all your other things, anything extra from your daily routine is always a X factor. So you need to build in by looking at different things at that moment, whenever or wherever you are applying. So you make your resume apart from your graduation, your schooling. So one extra skill set what you developed on yourself. And what is that extra skill and how are you going to use it and why did you develop it? So if you have some concrete answers for it, it is definitely a build up on yourself. How you portray yourself.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Anyone else? Any questions you have, or we move on to something else?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Pratik here, ma'am.
Yeah.
If someone wants to make his career in market research, so what would be the profile roles he will be getting, being a fresher and all? Could you please explain something on that? Hello.
Yeah, I lost connection. Pratik, you want to repeat your question?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I thought
I
I lost my connection. Hello,
think
ma'am.
all of us had lost. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. If someone wants to make his career in market research, so what would be the roles he would be getting being a fresher? So,
He will
how
start
would be
off
the
as a
career
research
pathway?
executive because it's on the job training. So you will start off as research executive.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Ma'am, what are the roles and responsibilities of a business development manager?
Yeah, business development manager primarily has to develop the business of the organization. So whichever company you join, your foremost thing is to develop their sales or develop their customers. So if you have that needs a lot of conviction and communication and convincing power. The 3 C's are very important when you want to become a BDM. It's not everybody's thing. You have to sell your services or you have to sell your product. So like for me, if you join our company as a BDM, your role will be to bring in more market research. 1 minute. Sorry. So the main thing will be to first try to talk to different clientele where is the need for research, find out such companies, make a list of such companies, and then you call them, we make cold calls, and then say we do research, would you like? So they'll ask why ISERV, why not IMRP, why not AC Nielsen, or why not any other company. So then you bring out a USP, try convincing them, and then break the ice and try to get a business. So the primary thing is to add on to the current clientele. That is the role of a business development.
Okay,
Am I
thank you, ma'am.
answering? Yeah.
Yes, I would also like to ask what roles does a marketing student have in advertising companies?
Yeah, in ad companies also you can join in on the line, on the job training only in making up their ad. But for that you need to have that skill that you are good in coming out with taglines, you are good in jingles, or you are good in writing. Some skill has to be there along with your MBA marketing to get in there. And also you can become their account manager where you say, I will get a client for you. That is again business development. So in an ad also you can develop a business, and if your interest is on the creative side, you can go in and try to learn on the job for coming out with a jingle or a packaging, or come out with the look and feel of the product, whatever. So there's a lot of options there also.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Any other questions? Mansi, you have any question?
Yes, ma'am. I had a question. Like few days ago, we attended the lecture, and at that time, ma'am was taking a 16 personality test for us. At that time, most of the students were ambivert. So, what ma'am suggested them that if you wish to go for marketing specialization and you can't speak with people on a regular basis, go for back end jobs. So could you please tell us like what backend field is there in marketing?
So the back-end jobs typically will be very monotonous. So after doing an MBA marketing, having the tag MBA, it's a brand in itself. If you start doing typing or making clerical notes of somebody's work, or putting things in place, or organizing things, as a management trainee, if you do that, you will not have any job satisfaction. So for the job satisfaction of a marketing guy, it is very essential to be in the front end. For a back end, even a BCom graduate or a normal graduate can do with it. It's not necessary you have to be an MBA marketing. Since you have specialized in marketing, the main attention or the main interest of you will be only in the front end. So when you learn that marketing, when you go to that subject, you will know marketing में there's so many things. Segmentation क्या होता है, sampling कैसे होता है, what is random sampling, how does one person in the same age group think differently from the other person, how do I identify my target audience, how do I pitch in, so when you talk into these challenging things, you will yourself come out and say, ma'am, I did not want to do any back. Why she must have told you? Because as I said in the starting only, communication is the key to your success. So if you are doing marketing, then please focus on your communication. Don't think of a back-end job and then do marketing. Don't do that because you're going to mess up your whole resume in it. Instead, then do finance. If you want to do a back-end job and you're not good in communication, then do finance. Pardon? Was somebody saying something? I just halted. So when you want to do marketing, you do it only whether I will take up a research position or I'll do a brand manager position or I'll do a salesperson there or I will do digital marketing guy or I'll do a search engine thing or I will do something else, but I will not do back-end. So Amazon may, if you're back-end, Mansi for you also, Amazon has a lot of back-end guys. What do? They segregate the things. And then what portfolio will come there, how it will be displayed on the Amazon thing. All that will become a backend which might not interest you. So to be, and it is very important to be working for long years to love your job. And if you do not love what you are going to do, then it is not worth doing. For the sake of money, don't do anything. It will give you a very momentary satisfaction. Long run, you will regret. Always pick up profiles which will interest you and which will make you hooked on to it for long hours. That's my humble, honest suggestion to all of you. Money will come to you today or tomorrow. That is not important. What is more important is, am I enjoying getting up every day and going to my job? That you should pick up. But for all those who are confused between marketing and finance, just take up one paper pen and say, am I good in communication? Do I love people? Do I love talking to people? I can blah blah on anything, then pick up marketing. But if you feel all the 5 answers, all the 5 questions, answer is no, go for finance.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, yeah, I have another question. So if we want to go for digital marketing or for brand management, what courses and skills do we need to have? Like what certifications?
See, having done your MBA marketing itself, all of you are well qualified for brand management. So there is nothing extra what you will do alone sitting here without joining any company. The moment you join a single company, whatever that company, their own profiles or procedure will tell you what extra you should do to go to the next level. It will be peer driven. So that is again company.
Yeah.
So even for digital marketing, though there are so many courses available online, digital marketing ka ye kar lo, you will get certified. All that are essential only when you have joined a digital company. Without joining, and then if you do that certification and then you do not know how to implement, then that certification goes wasted. So you doing an MBA marketing is itself a big brand. So you are already branded MBA student. So once you go with the tag and then take up a job, post that you think what add-on skills should I do to go to the next level. That is my suggestion to all of you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions flowing in?
Yeah, ma'am, Miten over
So
here.
if
Am I audible?
yeah, you can tell me.
Yeah, ma'am. I just wanted to know about right now how's the market conditions for digital marketing aspirant as a because traditional marketing and digital marketing as a marketer we are a bit confused over here. The approach should how should we approach to the industry? We should inculcate the digital marketing and other AI techniques and Google Analytics or Google AdWords in such a way so it can be it can be more preferable for us for future career also, or should we stick to the conventional way? What are your thoughts, ma'am?
Right now, see, the market is very bad. It is bad everywhere across, may it be FMCG, may it be anything. With the recurrence of the surge again happening, nothing is going smoothly. So there is a very spike thing what you see across the platforms. So right now, I would recommend you to hold on to the conventional method for now until another year or so till you see the changes happening. However, digital marketing, I have known a lot of people who are freelancing but are not doing any great guns because the company, the other corporate companies were supposed to invest into digital marketing. They are not doing the way it was foreseen a couple of years ago for some reason. So what has happened now? All of them have started doing freelance and they are coming out with their own things and putting up little things, but it is not going any, what do you call in rocket thing there. So right now, I would say you should take up the conventional route to that. Keeping the current pandemic in play, in my thing. Because most companies, even our research, which is supposed to be the in and no slack ever in the history of economy, we are also suffering major downfall in the projects. So the market is real bad. So I can imagine how digital marketing will be. Are you there, Hiten?
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Himanshi, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know more about retail management, ma'am.
Retail management. So retail management is now you talk about Big Bazaar, you talk about Spencer's, you talk about the likes. So there, what they do, if that's the place, you need to then it can be different. Where are you coming? You're coming in the front line of it, or you're going into the back end of it. How are you managing the chains of them, and how you are putting the products of different brands? How you're talking to different brands, understanding what they want, which shelf is required, how it has to be seen in your floor. Everything planning wise, planning, strategizing, talking to the clients and getting all those things, bigger things that happen, and the look, what you see in the retail happens through retail management, which is behind the scene. So when you walk into any of these hyper cities and all, what you see, there's a lot of homework done by the behind people like you are MBAs and all. They sit and then they talk to the clients. If the Kellogg's wala will say something, or these ketchup wale, then you start segregate them into whatever look of it. And somebody will say our product they should go and pick up inside. Then the client, you deal with the client and then portray something. So such is the retail management which comes into place.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
I'm not talking about the floor management. I'm talking about behind the scenes, how it happens and how the thing comes into picture. Yeah, who else was asking?
Tejashri here, ma'am.
Yeah, Tejashri.
Ma'am, at the beginning of the session, you mentioned event marketing. So can you elaborate on that?
Event management or event marketing is any of the events, what these biggie events happen, no? The IFA awards or any celebrity events. So you can also, there are already companies for it where MBA marketing students are hired. and then you have the role of either handling the client or one of the celebrities portfolio or whatever, depending on what role. So, or you are in charge of the events that happen in the organization. So, in that organization, wherever you join, so there it is. How do you assemble things and make the feel good factor for the event to be a success? So, where a lot of coordination and operational things also come into it. So, depending on what role you are. So, that's event management also.
So, ma'am, what skills do we need if I want to pursue event marketing?
What you want to do? Then you need to look out for event management companies and then apply out. They should come to their campus and then hire you. MBA marketing is good enough.
Okay,
So
ma'am.
you have to list down the event management companies. How many are there? There are 10 in Bombay. Okay, out of the 10, is anybody coming to the campus? No. Then you make a call to them or see their website and then post your resume.
Ma'am, can you suggest some companies?
Right, I'm totally blank because of this 1 year. I have lost touch. There were quite a few earlier. I will message you once I get their names. Tejasvi, right?
Yes, Tejashri.
Tejasvi. I will message you their companies the moment I get to know personally what I know them. But I think all of them are now shut down due to pandemic, no events happening. So none are there today. But very sporadic you'll find them. Most of them have been asked to shut down because of no events happening or nothing will happen for next 1 or 2 years. So they have all gone back to their villages for good.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Sustainability is the key to success in this pandemic. Not all can sustain, not every type of business, what was foreseen or evolved or emerged in last 2-3 years is sustaining, because it's nobody foresaw that something like this will happen, and everything needs an interaction, and that's missing. So people have not been able to come out of this thing, and there's no money flowing around. So there is lot of fly-by-night companies jaisa haal ho gaya, because you can't blame them also. None of us are forcing this. So if you can sustain this, then you think you are in a good business. Otherwise, you need to rethink about business ideas. So most event managers, is a sorry figure for them. They had to shut down or cut down or whatever. They are actually in a very bad position. Any other questions? What was the question, Mansi? Can you read the question somewhere in the chat? I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, what are the best soft skills, hard skills required in marketing at beginner level, like market trainee role?
Can you marketing, it is
suggest some skills so that we can work and improve more towards it?
What I had mentioned earlier, I don't know whether you missed it or what. I said soft skills should be your communication skills, and your hard skill should be your selling skill. If you have both of it, you either develop it, or you use it or not use it, you develop it. And your presentation skills are again soft skill, which will be an add-on. How you present what you want to say is the key to your success. Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah, Shubham.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on marketing in financial sector, on financial products and all related to that?
The financial sector typically is little like those insurance policies, or it could be the equity market or mutual funds, or it could be their what do you call, share market evaluations, all that things that encompass the financial marketing of it. Like, what do you call, who's a guy? Motilal Oswal, Carvey. So these people also have marketing thing to get their demat accounts or getting their equities printed and sold or done out with or branded or whatever. So that is the financial sector need. Typically off bank. Banking definitely needs, and in the customer relationship manager, in building new customer oriented products, or in selling their own products to the clientele. Either you build or you sell. So both are marketing. How do you market the products of the financial products of the bank or whatever they have, or help them come out with something basis your knowledge or your understanding with the customers you have dealt with over the years. So such is the financial need. So you need to be good in savings and how to foresee multiplying numbers of whatever. That's what will interest the client. So your finance marketing, then you should do MBA finance so that you can help them come out with products. If you do MBA, you can help them market the financial products by designing a concept or a campaign or whatever. Yeah. Any other questions? Welcome back.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shailaja. I think that I should have told you that. Thank you.
Yeah, Bohade, your question?
Yeah, hello, ma'am. I'm having question that can you elaborate as a market analyst as a career option?
Market analysis. Please repeat the question.
Yeah, market analyst as a career option.
Okay, market analysis, if you're talking about our type of a company, it is market research analysis. So where you are a research executive, where the projects will be coming, you need to basis the data, evaluate it, and put them in a type of a presentation with whatever recommendation that comes out of the data. Such is the role in research analysis like ours. But if you're talking about financial equity analysis, there again it is different. Basis the jump in the numbers or whatever happening with the product numbers in the share market and otherwise about the company analysis, there you do a different type of financial equity analysis of the company and then put that in whatever mode of communication they have. For us, it's a normal PPT presentation, but then they make brochures out of it or they make a big mutual fund of type of a thing out of it or whatever. You'll have to write according to them. So your analysis has to be based on what is the product done in the past and how it is going to do now and where is it going to lead. So there is a history of the product and future of the product. So that is the analysis when it comes to financial analysis.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Anyone else?
Ma'am, we have a question from Pratik in the chat box.
Yeah, Mansi, read it out.
Yeah, Amrita, please go ahead. Yeah. Okay, ma'am. So Pratik is asking, please explain the job role of relationship manager.
Okay. Typically, relationship managers are found in banks. What they do is, if I am an account holder with ICICI Bank, then they assign me a relationship manager. So whenever I have a problem or I need some assistance, that relationship manager is being contacted to, and she will do the needful for me at any given point of time. Beyond that, they also have a role of selling their products, their bank's products to the customers, whatever elite customers they have. They'll see the bank. So she will go browse my company. अच्छा इसके पास इतने पैसे पड़े हैं तो suddenly she'll make a call and say आप इसमें से ये कर दो वो कर दो whatever, and they start selling their marketing their products. Such is the role of relationship manager. Who asked that question? Have I answered?
Yes, ma'am. Pratik asked that question.
Okay.
Thank you,
Welcome.
ma'am.
Yeah. And who else was asking in between?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Tejashree.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have heard that in some companies the marketing people have the job of only making PPTs. Is it true?
This is again, that's what I said. Every company, the role and what has been assigned to you is not known to everyone. So even the thing what happened with the guy I mentioned in India Bulls, the placement officer also wouldn't have known what is the case there. So every organization has their own way of getting work done or how they want to get it done. What they come to the college is only with a certain profile. So if you read that profile and if it says only PPT making, then that could be true. And if it is not said and they just want you to do PPT, if you have taken up the role, you have to do only PPT. So there is no hard and fast rule what they can do with you in the training period or till you have got the expertise or till you have something extra in you which will make them do something else with you. So that there is no one single answer for it. It could be true, it might not be. So if you ask me in my own company, I only make them presentation. No, I only don't make them presentation. They also have to do proposals. They also have to do questionnaires. They also have to do discussion guides. They also have to talk to clients. They also have to do coding. They have to do transcriptions. They have to do everything. So only PPT we do.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question?
Ma'am, Sarvesh asked the question.
Huh?
What are the various job profiles in digital marketing?
Digital marketing, see, this is a new thing which is happening. The profiles as such, kuch nahi hai. It's all dependent on which if the digital marketing company is established and they are getting business, then they can have different profiles like any other marketing company. They'll have a management trainee, they'll have the marketing guy, they'll have the business development guy, and they will also have somebody who develops apps also for them. Everything is set up. But if you're talking about one freelance digital guy who's got a certified and says, oh, I'm good in digital marketing, he will be just doing pages for you. Either he will be working on your social media pages, either Insta or Facebook or LinkedIn, and try to fetch you more numbers in terms of followers and all. And when you put your product for sale, he might just keep giving ad there. So he will have to know how to post an ad of your product there and keep doing it regular basis and maintaining it and try to evolve that. So as such, established business digital marketing, they'll have certain roles. But if you're talking about the freelance fly-by-night companies, they are not as such any profiles. You can do anything and everything. Depends from company to company. Primarily, they will be branding your product on an online marketing. That is the key to anybody. May it be either through your Facebook page or Insta page, which is a hotcake selling for these days with the ads they ask and put in. And there's a lot of money pumping in there. Then you have to give them result-oriented work, it becomes. And it's not very highly paid also. Welcome. Anything else? So typically, if I have to sum up, Kavita, with your permission, I would like to sum up the whole thing if there are no other questions.
Oh, sure. I look forward.
Yeah, summing up, what I have told them or what I would recommend is, if you want to take up marketing, there are three things which are important: your communication, your convincing, and your conviction. If you have the 3 C's in you, please go ahead and specialize in marketing, because there is an ocean of segment outside waiting for you to encounter in any sector they will be taking. And with MBA marketing, you don't have to do anything extra because you yourself are branded guys. So once you have these 3 with your MBA marketing, you can sell yourself to any company, and then start building up your skills there with whatever X factor you can imbibe during these next 2 years at ADM. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shailaja. I think that's very nicely you have talked about the specialization of marketing in 2 to 3 sentences. So one thing which I can talk about Shailaja ma'am, that I know her now, I think since I joined Alkesh Dinesh Modi Institute, since then I know her. So while talking to ma'am, you see herself as a personality, she has lots of variation. So madam is the co-founder of a market research company, but if you see her academic background, she was she did journalism. If I'm not wrong, Shailaja, she did journalism, and after doing journalism, she shifted to market research. And you just talk about any area related with marketing and how to personally brand yourself. Shailaja is the one whom I can always look for. I admire her personality as an individual. Lots of places I had a talk with her and I learned a lot through her. And today I'm very happy that she has expanded her horizon before market research and covered various aspects of marketing as a specialization which really need to be looked upon from all of you. So Shailaja, we had a very tough time in the field because of COVID. My first year MMS students joined very late. So I wanted to give them lots of information in a specific period of time. So when the concept came wherein I wanted some expert to come and talk about marketing as a specialization, so I never wanted somebody to come and just talk about theory and give them gyan. Somebody who should have also executed personally and professionally. And very proudly, I can say that you are the one who did justice related with the theme. Thank you, Shailaja, for being exceptionally well guest in our today's session and guiding our students on this virtual platform. Yes, Mansi.
Thank you, Kavita. That's far too fetched words for me, but I hope the guys who've attended felt some knowledge imparted from my end. I just hope they can go with more clarity in what they can select. That's the whole idea of this conversation, that they should be able to decide where they want to stick, either finance or marketing, and take the right decision. Take your time, decide, pen down your thoughts, put in what goes with you, and then take a decision. But once you take up and settle for marketing, don't look for a desk job. Please always be dynamic. That personality dynamism is what marketing is all about. But if you feel you're subtle, shy, then go for finance. There's nothing wrong in it. You can still make the same amount of money if money is your criteria. But once marketing, there's an ocean of things to explore. Kindly explore and learn and do a wonderful, successful years again. If COVID is there, you will do online only. COVID not there, you will go out and work somewhere. 2 years, we don't see it going. Thank you, Kavita, for everything what you have shared and for giving me an opportunity to present in your esteemed organization again.
Thank you,
very much.
Shailaja. Param is there today to propose vote of thanks. Param, over to
Yes,
you
ma'am.
now. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. I, Param Sawant, on behalf of the Placement Officer Kavita ma'am and the entire class, would like to thank our speaker, Ms. Shailaja, for enriching us with her knowledge. Today's session was full of knowledgeable and interesting things. It gave us deep insights into the topic of marketing and also revealed how we can improve our skills in this field. Shailaja ma'am explained that to be in the field of marketing, you need to have a good sense of conviction. Ma'am also mentioned the different subsets of marketing, such as digital marketing, and what sort of things a person can expect to do while doing these jobs, as well as marketing techniques that a person can apply while in these fields. She also explained that the essential function of any marketing team is to ensure that whatever product the company produces must reach the end user through the use of a wide variety of platforms. Through attending this session, I'm sure she has inculcated in every attendee a great sense of newfound knowledge that will help them in their pursuit of this specialization. Once again, I would like to thank Ms. Shailaja for taking out time from a busy schedule and sharing her knowledge with us. I would also like to thank our placement officer Kavita Mishra ma'am for organizing this session and inviting Ms. Shailaja to conduct it. And lastly, I would like to thank all the students present here for paying attention and learning from this session. I would like to end my speech here. Thank you, ma'am.
Very well said, Param. Thank you. Param is our MSc Finance students, but he attended marketing session today. So I'm glad, Param, you did it, and very nicely you summarized the talk. Thank you, Shailaja, once again. Thank you, Mansi, to you as a place comer and all the students who were the part of our today's session. So with this, we sign off. We are ending our today's marathon placement session.
You have a wonderful team this year. Online also, they are a great bunch of guys you have. They definitely need a placement officer like you will place them the best placement.